mean, they kind of have to.
Oh my god! If they have like the like custom montage they had in the Spider-Man one, but for Venom, I'll be so happy. You remember that?
Yeah,
It's,
that was good.
Yeah, that was a good montage.
Hmm.
Puppy, quick question.
Yep.
From what it seems here, it seems like we're gonna finish this dungeon and then fight Mephistopheles. Yet
Oh,
you
no,
said
no,
you
no.
would- Ah, cool. So I am mistaken in my assumption.
Yeah, no, we're going to, do other things first.
Nice. But it's like the module finished.
Yeah, Hell's Rebels is over. I'm making up new stuff now.
Cool. Was there an epilogue?
Not really.
Cool.
The module ends with Mephistopheles teleporting you back to Cantargo, and then that's the end.
Cool.
So I just had him put you all in hell instead. So let's actually zoom in on you in hell.
Cool.
I've put the players in the right place. So you find yourself, Humam, in a cabin. In an old, perhaps familiar cabin. You and a bunch of other figures who, look like children, are trapped in cages. And most of the time, the cages are white hot, and you do not have a way to avoid physical contact with them.
Ouch. Does the cabin look like the one I lived in the forest, or the one I was kidnapped and put in?
The kidnapping one. The only living thing that you ever encounter, other than your fellow captives, is this creature here. A lady with a bow and wings, who every now and then stops the heat, stops the heat, normally allows things to kind of go on for a few hours. The others will speak. They all give their names, though they don't really remember anything about themselves.
Damn.
You do. You know who you are. But you are stripped of all of your gear, of course, by the way. And you are, every now and then, as I say, the cages stop being hot, and she approaches you to offer an opportunity to save not only yourself, but all of your new friends.
Can I do an outside, like a knowledge plane to know which this is?
Yeah.
25 plus 4 if she's outside.
She is. She's in Irenyes. That's yeah. So these guys are they're also known as Furies. They are, let's see here.
Looks like a harpy.
Kind of. They're fallen angels who generally fight through archery to a significant extent. They have standard devil stuff, immune to fire, resist acid cold 10. And yeah, they have some spell-like abilities. They can use illusions. They have unholy blight.
Cool. Is there like a primary like theme of them? Do they like trick people? Lust, whatever. I don't know.
Their gimmick is basically that they are fallen angels. It says that they normally do not engage in subtle emotional manipulations, though this is in hell, and they do often attempt to draw out their victim's suffering. This is in hell, and you guys are damned, so they're more likely to be slow and sadistic about things here.
How can I do that? How can I save myself and the others?
Simple. I will agree to allow all of you to go if only you can beat me in an archery competition.
Sure.
Very well.
I would like, but I'm gonna have to warn you. You're not gonna have a lot of fun. I'm not that great at this. I'm gonna roll intimidate for a bluff.
All right. Roll
So she
sense-
like
roll
so she
sense
like
motive.
has more. Okay, yeah, one sec. +2. 6 because of what do you call them? Outside evil bonus. 19.
Okay. Well then, I have nothing to lose, she says. So,
What I'm going for is for her to like have a false sense of security.
right. So she pulls you out of the cage, opens it. So here's how, and she provides you with a bow. All right then. So here's how this is going to work. Bullseye is worth 10 points, ring around the bullseye is worth 7, so and so on out. The winner is whoever gets the most points with a full round's worth of arrows. And she provides you a quiver.
Cool.
I'll summon the targets, and we will begin. So, she summons targets. And she shoots. Her longbow
Is that a composite or?
Yours is apparently just a normal longbow.
Cool.
Damage doesn't matter in this context.
Yeah, I know. Just for weapon focus.
And hers is within 30 feet, so she gets point blank. She racks up 20-something points probably with that. So you can go ahead and roll.
So full attack.
Yeah. as you pull back on the bow for the first strike, the bowstring snaps.
Damn.
Oh dear. And the kids, they were all, as you got out, they were cheering for you. They were chanting your name, rooting for you. And now they all look gravely disappointed, almost angry with you.
Can I throw the arrow?
Well, that wouldn't really be an archery competition now, would it?
I'm not a handicap.
I'm afraid that that's simply not the rules we agreed to.
I understand. I am a lawful person after all.
And they get white hot again.
Nah. I don't scream.
All right then. So happens again about roughly the next day, though it's not really easy to tell how much time is passing down here.
Yeah.
So you're let out, and every time, without fail, your bow snaps the first time you attempt to draw it.
I feel so helpless.
Every time without fail, your fellow captives, at first they're disappointed. Eventually they start jeering at you, yelling at you to maybe not pull it so damn hard. Eventually it becomes kind of routine to them, but still every time the cage cools down a little bit, they start getting kind of surly with you about how you'd better not fuck it up this time.
Man. Like a cut string to a ranger is the worst. Is this my like adult form or?
I would say you probably look like you did when you were kidnapped.
Okay, then probably do cry every now and then.
Yeah.
Like every 4 attempts, I snap, and then like slap my face and say I'm gonna do better next time.
Somehow, though, you never do better. You never do, and you never do. And at some point, there's no telling how long has passed, but it has to be at least as long as you were ever alive. Finally, you're let out the end of the next day. Your fellows almost immediately greet this with hostility, as though it were you tormenting them with false hope rather than the devil. And as you prepare, you're given a bow. She makes her attacks. All right.
Alright.
And as you prepare to do as you have done for what feels like generations, you Pull back your bow. Perhaps. And then another creature appears in front of you.
Ooh.
You can roll knowledge planes.
10.
You don't know what this is. However, whatever it is, your captor doesn't seem too happy about its appearance. How did you get in here? She cries. And she kind of, this one, who's also female, so pronouns are going to get annoying.
I don't see.
Yeah, I don't have a mini for it.
Okay.
Gives you, she leans down and says, I need your help with something. This one kind of taps her on the shoulder and she just sort of ignores him.
What do you need help with?
There's something that needs to be done on the material plane, something only you can do. She gives, and then the creature who appeared gives you back your normal bow.
Nice. Does the creature who saved me look angelic in any way?
It's not, doesn't look infernal or angelic.
Cool.
Is probably an outsider of some sort, but determining which kind is
not within my range of skills.
Yeah, well, not within a 10, certainly.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So she objects.
So now I get to make my attacks.
Well, your captor objects. Excuse me, but that is quite outside of the range of the competition that was agreed to which your rescuer says, May I look over that contract? There was no written contract. May I look over the verbal contract? Replays the sound of your conversation.
So it was just an archery competition.
Yeah, I'm afraid there's nothing in here about using any particular bow. She gets kind of upset. Go ahead and make your full attack. The target is considered an evil outsider because it's manifested from hell itself, so you have that bonus.
There's a +6 on all of those if this is actually +8 on all of those if it's considered outsider evil.
Well, she got 20 point. She got, I think, probably she got a bullseye, a ring outside the bullseye, and then like an edge ring. So that's like 20 points, or maybe no more like 18. You got at least 2 bullseyes, so that's 20 points there.
Nice.
She becomes a little irritated. That I maintain that is cheating.
You dare go back on our contract? Here's an intimidate. Release these kids before I snap your neck.
She seems very conflicted. Roll initiative. Let me clear initiative first.
Yeah, go ahead and clear it. I'll roll it and put my thing in. There's one here, and I think that's about it. Yep, just one less because of the aisle stuff. There we go.
So, you win initiative. She intends to attack you.
Nice. Guess neck cracking it is, eh?
Kids are cheering.
Yeah. I give him a little cheer by myself, and I'm gonna full attack her. Do a -2 on this attack, just because of no bracers of archery.
Okay.
Does 33 confirm plus 6?
Yes.
Let's see. Does 31 hit? 37 hit.
That it does.
Cool.
This is a weird question, but did they revert the way the tables work in this? It looks like they did.
I don't understand what you mean.
Macros, they look like their old selves again,
Ah,
instead of having a weird line or anything else.
yeah. I guess they did.
$355 damage. Yes! Roar! I cheer on all the kids, and I start opening their doors.
All right. Me.
God damn! I'm so happy for this, crits.
Okay. Me award experience. Savior appears back. She says, I have everything you and your friends are used to having in this bag. She plops down a Type 4 bag of holding that has everyone's equipment in it.
Cool. I'll take out my own and start wearing them.
All right. And here I have some coordinates for the rest of them. I can't spend very much time down here without being assaulted by more than even I could handle. You need to get back to Cantargo, do you understand?
Yes, but don't I have to save my friends first?
Yes. That's hence the teleportation coordinates.
Thank you.
Alright. So, you have your shit
Any
back.
more details on that thing you wanted me to do in the material plane?
It's that column you found, the shit. The Soul Anchor. It needs to be destroyed.
Oh my. Okay, well we'll try to be back as soon as possible to see why it needs destroying, and if we should destroy it. I'm gonna be on my way then. I said I'll set out the kids
Oh
free.
no!
Are all the kids like them?
I fucked up a macro.
Yeah, all the kids are damned souls.
Darn.
That-
There's no saving those, right? But I'll
No.
still set them free.
There's nothing special keeping you from taking them out of here.
Yeah, well, I'll set them free and I'll tell them to come with me if you want. Yeah, this is not a tower anymore, so I can just set people free without disobeying any laws that have been put into place. So I'll just set them free.
I mean, it's illegal to free damned souls in hell, but then again, you're running away, so...
No, but these guys, I won these guys' freedom fair and square.
Yeah, that's true, you did.
Cool. I'll free all of them, and I'll tell them to stay back behind me while I free my friends, so we can all get out of here.
All right. I'll go ahead and plop down them. Let's see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So,
I feel very proud of myself, as this is like one of the few times where I actually save kidnapped people or like hostages. I feel good even.
Well, there are coordinates on sort of a list there
Cool.
that were given to you. They're basically teleport coordinates. You can use the sort of list given to you to go to any of those places and take as many as you want with you.
So I can just teleport?
Yeah, and you can take your new friends.
Sure. Any like item on the list that lists exactly where I'm going? Or is it just coordinates?
They're just coordinates. You don't really know where it is you're going exactly.
Cool. I'll take the first one and jolt.
Leon,
Yeah.
here's what you've been doing for the last as long as you can really think about. So you're in an infernal factory. There is. You think maybe you're. I guess you wouldn't. You don't. I don't know that you would know what that is, but in this infernal factory, you have been working. There's nothing but smog around anywhere. You've been overseen by a mechanical, sort of factory-themed devil creature. Your job is to help with this process of smelting damned souls into the bricks out of which the city in which you find yourself are built.
Yeah. Keep going. I'm testing a thing.
All right. There are other workers with various jobs, and there's really no telling the workers apart from the various damned souls you find yourself crafting into the stuff from which hell is made.
Mm-hmm.
They scream when you dip them into the lava, but I think in all likelihood you find yourself doing so. Because chained to one wall are both of your brothers. At the end of every workday, they each receive 1,000 lashes from a magical whip, which is supernaturally, hideously painful. But for every soul you dip, they each receive one fewer lash.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go on, I will ask, is that enough to make you obedient, or would you still be wanting not to cooperate with Hell?
Am I under the illusion that they are someone still alive or something?
Who?
The brothers, I mean, we're in hell. This is all illusionary to him.
You believe sincerely and deeply that they are your actual brothers.
Then that would be enough.
There's also the point that maybe just their souls were like captured on their way through like the river.
There are things that can do that.
Yeah, so it's
There
not like
are.
out of the question completely.
But the things that would target them would have done so significantly long time ago, so.
Hmm.
But if he believes that that's enough,
Yeah. You really believe it. So you find yourself ever dipping, screaming souls. You have to get your hand pretty close to the lava to dip them, so you get burned too. In fact, to get their ankles in, you have to put your hand in there.
Mhm.
And that hurts as much as it logically would.
Yep.
You're also just like close to lava, and being close to lava is actually not all that much better than touching it. So eventually your skin stops being half-orc green and starts being just kind of the color of burns.
Okay.
It also smells wretched in here. This is an infernal factory, so smog, smog. The smog seems almost sentient. In fact, it seems precisely sentient, and at times it will appear in front of you and let out a gush of horrid breath that assaults you with acid. Sometimes this cuts down on your productivity because the acid gets in your eyes, and several extra lashes result.
Yep.
All the while, this creature runs about, screaming at everyone and everything about how vitally important it is that they be productive, that they speed up their work, because they don't want to end up like those two on the wall. That's what happens when you don't work hard enough. And then he lashes them right where they stand, as though it were entirely different. After an inconceivable amount of time, while this creature is chastising you for taking just a little bit too long while a bit of future brick explained that it had a family. A creature whose name you hadn't thought in hundreds of years, which you probably never expected to see again, your old friend Ratchet,
What up?
appears. You do recognize him.
And I recognize his brothers, Brooks, Rooks, and who's the third one?
Yeah, I don't remember.
God damn, it's your characters, dude. Wow, so expendable.
Hey, the first one died really, really early.
Cool.
Yeah, you do recognize both. Well, you actually never met the first brother because he died before you joined.
I recognize two of them then.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, there are. You appear. This creature immediately turns around. Oh, what fresh hell is this?
This is your hell.
That sounds like a roll initiative line.
It is. Whoops, I rolled it before you gave it.
We'll
I
see if
think it'll
it's.
suck.
Yeah, it's good because had it not been cleared, I would have needed to do that, but
Should I initiatize as well?
you should initiatize.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have any gear, but you'll be able to pick up you'll be able to pick up a tool and use it as a great club.
Yep.
It won't be an improvised weapon because this is hell and everything is meant for hurting people. Let's see. Pull up this creature. Let's see. Initiative. 7. And And also... Okay. You do get to go first.
I look toward the guy. Smelting him too? Asking the overseer if he's meant to be smelted.
My God. The doctor needed it.
The overseer says yes.
There we go. 25 and a grapple check, which I'm not proficient in. Should lower by 1. 47?
Holy fuck! Why are your CMB so good?
Does that include belts and stuff?
It's dropped by 1, but I think I actually fucked it up, so give me a second.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because I imagine your character has a +6 belt, so...
You're not wrong. I need to redo that math. What'd I roll? 13? So, 36 instead.
36 hits, grabs my flatfoot CMD.
Okay. Well, that provokes 2, because I don't have the feat for it.
I don't have anything to attack of opportunity with.
Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me, Brooks? I'm here to save you.
A smog creature appears. He sees a large number of people, so he is going to fly, see how big, okay, yeah. He's gonna fly here, and, he's gonna breathe in a cone that will affect everyone, including the children.
No.
So, make a reflex save.
I am everyone, so yes.
No. Not
Oh,
you.
okay.
He's thinking of you as an ally right now, so.
Oh, that works.
That reflex wins. So, the only creatures that take potential damage are the children. But they are damned souls, and hell does not wish their suffering to end. So, they're not at risk of dying. La 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 la. Make another reflex save.
What's the type of damage?
This is acid damage.
Cool.
And it would be from here. You'd want to do the cone. Yeah, you win.
I do have a vision.
Mm-hmm. Your turn.
Okay, I guess we're gonna attempt to escape the grapple. With a CMB. Let's see.
$35.
20. Nope. For some reason, Brooks is now against me. Is escaping grapple a standard action?
Think.
Yeah. You can also speak to him if you want to try anything that would cause that to help.
Oh, Brooks, I'm here to help you, man. Stop. Get off me. I'm gonna help you, and I'm gonna help your brothers. Here's a diplomacy. Psych, it's an intimidate with a diplomacy. Get off me!
I don't believe he'd even be listening, but I suppose that would have to do something, right?
I mean, you can hear everything he said, hear and process everything he says.
Oh yeah, but
So
he's probably like numb to stimulus and in the no half measures of the family.
You're a hero, dude. You're not that easily broken.
I mean, I guess the question. I mean, I'm gonna make it your decision as a character. With a 57, there's nothing magical stopping you from believing Ratchet intends to help your brothers as well.
That's entirely possible, yeah.
And cooperating still leaves them whipped, just less so.
Yeah. I'll think about it.
Well,
you can drop it as a free action, I'm pretty sure. So if you think about it, just do now.
While you're thinking about it, this creature is. Let's see. Let's check that spell. All right. Yeah. He thanks you for your cooperation and says that he'll take it from here. He is going to whip Ratchet.
How well is he gonna whip it?
I mean, let's see. Bonus to that. I mean, he's decent at this. He can whip it good.
Thank you.
30 to hit you.
The 30 hits me.
Okay. So that's
Thank memes were enjoyed.
So 20 damage from.
If there's any kind.
I imagine it's not necessarily non-lethal, even though this is a whip. And
I meant fire or some other thing. But okay. I took the full damage.
And yeah. It automatically entangles you.
Automatically, so I'm now entangled.
Yeah, you have the entangled condition. You're wait. The whip hits, so you and it make opposed strength checks.
Cool.
So make a strength check.
16.
18.
Darn.
So it has you in its punishing embrace. Let's see. You are affected by a symbol of pain. And let's see, I think you're supposed to get a save. Yeah, it says there's a DC, so I think you're supposed to get. Doesn't specify what kind of save, I think because the spell doesn't allow one, but I'll say it's probably standing up against pain should be fortitude, so let's do that.
Cool. 26.
Yeah, that's enough. So you are not affected. You still feel the horrible pain, but you're not affected by the spell.
And if it's symbol of pain, it functions like symbol of death, and symbol of death allows a fortitude save.
Ah, okay.
So you made the correct decision as well.
That makes sense. So, yeah, he can't use the whip more while he's doing shit to you, but he can make his bite attacks.
Cool. Did he full attack or move in this time?
I think he only had to 5-foot step.
Cool. Go ahead and make the rest.
Bite. Maw.
Let me check just the grappled condition, how
Yeah.
much AC I lose.
Yeah.
-4 to Dex, so that's a -2 to AC. Let's see. The 20 does not hit. 32 definitely hits. That's the bite.
Have 23 damage. And that's his turn. Leon, you have now seen Ratchet tortured via the same means that you've seen your brother tortured.
Between the diplomacy and the command, he's gonna go back to work and release the grapple. Because this is hell.
All right.
What a zombie! You're gonna do great in the cubicle, Leon.
When you hate everything about your job, you completely zone out. Yes.
So,
seeing you completely pwn his breath weapon, this guy's going to make slam attacks instead.
I am entangled, correct?
Yeah.
Cool.
He'll step here. Slam. Crit threat.
I use my cap, so all the damage you're gonna deal right now is gonna be non-lethal on the crit damage.
All right. Well, non-crit. Crit.
Cool.
And ooh, make a fortitude save for earlier. Forgot about something.
14.
Okay. So you are now you are now experiencing a chemical burn. Not because of the save, but because of the attack there. So that on your turn, that'll affect things. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's his entire turn. Your turn.
What happens on my turn?
Chemical burn damages you at 5 acid damage.
Nothing happens. I have acid resist then.
Alright, then chemical burn is irrelevant.
Cool. Anything happens on this guy from me being entangled by his thingy?
On his turn, I think.
Cool. Then I will full attack him. We'll use a haste round this time. There's a +7 on +8 on these attacks. So lowest is 27.
Then everything hits.
Cool. 298 damage.
Falls to scrap metal.
Does the entanglement gets removed?
Yeah, I mean, the rope that was wrapped around you is dropped, so...
Cool. I'll 5-foot step here. Actually, here.
Leon, your boss is dead.
Probably didn't
Alright.
notice.
Alright, make a perception check, because it was pretty loud.
All right.
Good God, man.
You've never worked in a really shitty job, have you?
You didn't notice.
Wow. Just wow. There's our paying, and then there's you, dude. You're taking it to the next level. I'm impressed.
This guy is... He's going to eat an attack of opportunity from you.
I don't have an attack of opportunity.
All the better then. Except he can't do that because I was going to have him try to push you into the lava, but he's made of air, so he can't push things. His stats say so.
Nice.
Yeah, he cannot manipulate or wear solid objects.
For the record, the lava wouldn't have done anything.
I mean, it's hell lava, so...
Is it actually stated? Like what damage it does?
No, I would have been making... I mean, what I would have had it done hellfire damage equal to the damage that lava would normally do.
I can see that.
Yep.
So,
What do they do?
you are going to eat their attacks. 23 probably doesn't hit you.
Nope.
This guy has a deliciously perfect cone on the children, so he's gonna do that.
He just saw me like full one hit the guy.
That's a fair point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The both hit. Actually, yeah, they both hit. Their slime attack is just normal damage, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Your turn.
Also full attack starting with this guy. Are they outside or evil?
Their stats just actually not technically, but they are because they're in hell. These are the outsider evil versions of whatever they are.
Cool. Let's start with the damages. It was 106 skill, this guy.
Yes.
Cool. So the rest of the attacks are going on this guy.
Yeah. Except wait, does that I was about to say, does that buy... Oh, wait, yeah. So I was wrong. 106 doesn't kill him.
I should overcome his DR if he has any.
DR dash.
Oh, dash. Okay. Let's see. So 27. Take another 51. That overcomes DR just because they're like cluster shot. Cool. And the last two attacks does 20, does 32 hit.
32 hits, yeah.
Cool. 93 damage on this guy.
Okay.
5 step here.
Make a perception check to notice the sounds of combat.
Okay. More than that one.
Yep, you still don't notice.
Your bonus increased by 1 for some reason.
Did it?
It did, but it's
That's really weird.
It's whatever. It's just funny.
all right then. Slam, slam.
31 hits.
3 damage.
Cool.
Your turn.
I would like to full attack this guy. If a 31 hits, it's not going to be less than 120 or something. I'll roll it for you.
He has 17 hit points left.
Cool. He gets looted.
All right.
That is all.
All right. A damned soul comes down the conveyor belt. There are also a bunch of extra ones over here. So, just figure out what you guys do.
Well, first of all, I come to him and I'm like, "You're fired from your job, and so are your brothers." And I'm gonna go free his brothers if I'm able.
They're up on the wall. If you have a way of flying, you can free them.
I do. I'll pop a potion of fly.
Okay. Leon, you probably do automatically notice anything that's to do with your brothers.
Yep.
So you notice them being approached.
I tell him first that he's like fired from his job. So he can even like help me free them if he can.
How much does lava damage do?
Don't worry, I'm gonna go like save them. You just need to like stay down to like catch them when they fall or something. If they fall.
Oh, I'm concerned about me.
What are you gonna do that's gonna deal fire that's gonna deal lava damage?
Did you ever see pictures of when the stock market crashed?
God damn it! I gotta fucking like jump out of the building.
Okay, so I'll give you a sense motive to realize he's about to do that before you go to save his brothers.
Yeah, upon those words, he's gonna stand up and try to walk forward.
8.
With him standing up and trying to walk forward, it's pretty easy to figure things out.
I'll go save him with me flying. Here's a grab attempt, I guess. 31 to grab you. Probably there's a +2 on that, I think.
Yeah, I'm at least flat-footed, so sure.
Because of you being half human as well. There's a +2 on that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll fly him here, and I'll tell the damn souls to keep him from jumping while I go save his brothers, and then I'll come talk to him.
Roll wisdom.
Shit. Nine.
The damn souls have absolutely no ability to stop him from doing anything. Because they are facsimiles of like level 1 human commoners, and he is him.
Well, I'm gonna slap him a bit, just so he can like come to or something. Let me see if you have anything in our item.
Leon, your brothers, they're kind of yelling at you about how much worse you've made things for them by not being able to save your boss, how the punishment for letting him die is probably going to happen to them, and how you're going to have to live with the guilt.
Okay, I start shooting his brothers then. Here's a full attack.
Do you have that thing that keeps you from provoking? Okay.
Yeah, that's going to kill the one that that happens to.
I can probably like divide them.
Yeah, you're going to kill them.
Cool. And I start slapping him a bit.
So this guy has killed your brothers and is now slapping you. Should we?
Yeah. I've said it from the beginning. No half measures.
Okay. In all probability, that first round is killing the brothers because that's something Leon's character would want to stop.
Bluff for surprise.
Sure.
So I can do that. And shall I use my last one? $11.22 bluff against your sense motive, Leon.
If you're over 20, it gets it. Flat rolls.
All right. Now, with a surprise round, you would only be able to get one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll kill one of them.
Okay. And then we enter normal combat, and you have a turn.
Cool. I'll full attack him with a -4 to deal non-lethal.
Okay.
So there's a -2 on these attacks, just because I have a +2 from against humans.
Leon is flat-footed and wearing no armor.
I'll stop.
So his AC ought to be 10 or so.
14.
Yeah, because he has his dexterity. Well, he has no dexterity score.
I have a something. Hold on. No, I don't have that gear, so it is 10.
Yeah. And he counts as a human as well.
Mhm.
So, yeah, all of that non-lethal damage happens.
165. I'll stop my attacks once he goes unconscious. Remember,
Cool.
you have a lot of con missing because of the belts.
Oh, good point. What's 3 times 18?
3 times 18 is 54.
Yeah, that'll down me then.
All right.
Well, I was actually right. I'll full attack the other brother, and that'll be that. I'll tie up Leon. Does 31 beat your CMD?
He's unconscious.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but doesn't. can't
At that point, probably, yeah.
Okay, you can't take 20 on to like removing the rope.
If he wasn't unconscious, he'd probably just strength check it.
I'll see what it is. Anyway, you're probably gonna be unconscious for the rest of the until I get Kevin to until I get Flex to like fix you up.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
I'm pretty sure Puffy was like planning for us to be together in the next encounter, but I guess not.
I've always been mildly serious with this character, so it makes sense to me.
I'm healing myself up. Woo!
Okay. Flux.
Yep. Whoa, that was loud.
Hmm?
I switched over to roll 20, and all of the rolls happened at once.
Well then.
All right. Well, here's what you've been doing for as long as you can remember.
I do teleport to the next room, Puppy, since I didn't say that.
Yeah. I'm catching Kevin up. On.
I've been here about halfway through Mom's turn, so if that makes any difference.
Hmm.
Just, if you want to fast forward, it's up to you what you want to do.
No. I mean on what you've been doing on your
Okay.
own.
Gotcha.
So, you found yourself living at in kind of a cottage alone with no one but your mother and father. Let's see here. You have what, as far as you know, is the ordinary life of a child. It's secretly not, but they don't tell you that. They don't tell you anything. But they do tell you what to do. They tell you that every day while they're at work, you have to clean the house. It's very important that you clean the entire house, and that you clean the house exactly right. Exactly right. So you do, or you try your best to.
Mm-hmm.
But no matter how hard you try, no matter what you do, you always seem to get something wrong. Sometimes you forget to dust 1 square inch of a table. Sometimes the chairs are out of alignment. Sometimes you swear you did whatever it is, but when you look up, you can see plainly that whatever it is just undone. The work is impossibly difficult and often painful. You have to clean the outhouse. That takes a while and is not very pleasant at all. There are various insects that often assault you while you're attempting to work with their fiery bites. Your mother gives you medicine, but it always feels like the medicine is making it worse. Sometimes you've forgotten to clean entire rooms that you just don't remember ever existing. Sometimes, a lot of the times, the last thing you get to is the fireplace, which you're expected to clean while it goes, like any child would. Any faithful, non-useless, non-worthless, good child, like your brother. He's already off. He's already off to disattending university, you worthless little thing. And every night you find yourself punished for your inability to do something so simple as clean the house while we're gone. You've learned to think of it as both a terror to be frightened of and an inevitability to be grudgingly accepted. You know in the depths of your soul that they're always right, that it's always your fault. that you can never live up to them. You can never be what they so rightly expect you to be. You don't remember anything about your life. You only know yourself as the worthless little child who can't even clean a house, but who still, day in, day out, can't bear not to try. Because the punishment for not trying, or the punishment for letting some sort of interloper interfere, that would be worse than anything you've ever felt. So a couple of interlopers show up.
For context, what abilities or powers, if any, do I have?
You have no equipment. You have your hexes, because you have those.
Do you have any components needed for those?
I believe I need my animal, my little burb.
For hexes?
Believe so. I'll double check. I know for spells I do.
Does he have to exist, or does he have to like be next to you?
It's like a wizard. I think it has to be like there.
Or I think what it is that you need to act to him to prepare spells.
Let me just double check before we move on.
Yeah, you've not seen your burb in the longest time. You vaguely remember having a baby bird as a child, but like as an even younger child, but you forgot to feed it, and so it died.
Oh God.
Oh my God, no!
I do think it is just the spells. I think you're right.
Yeah. So you have all of your hexes.
Oh,
You have no equipment, and actually, here's how I'm gonna have it be. You still have your spells from back when you fought Barzillai, because you don't know about them. And so you've not cast any of them, no matter how long it's been.
that's.
Yeah. So as far as your character knows, he doesn't have spells.
Right. That is fair. Okay.
So your
When I teleport, can you describe to me what I see?
Well, you see a young child dutifully in the middle of cutting the grass. The blades don't seem to understand the difference between the grass and your toes, but they come back quickly enough that all it does is get blood everywhere that you'll have to clean up.
One thing, this is just thematically, mechanically, what would happen is you see him chanting to himself, trying to continuously give himself fortune, hopefully making him better at whatever task he's attempting to do.
That's very productive.
You endlessly chant to yourself, and
Do like construction work like Pathfinder? Just like have a bard on site, like just give everybody fortune.
or inspire
For like
competence.
a reflex. Yeah, or like a reflex save day when they re-roll it when like some construction thing falls on them.
You know, there's probably something like that.
I feel like that's something we're gonna see in your game, Leon. Now that I've mentioned it.
So you now see what appear to you to be a 18 rambunctious, messy children, and one honest worker of the sort that you'll never be, tied up. The children appear right here, and immediately they're stepping on the flower bed. You've learned what happens when the flower bed gets stepped on. What do you do?
I shout, get onto the path, get onto the path. Do not step on anything